everything is going well in your life tonight. Sounding like one of my neighbors is starting to have a house party, so hopefully you can't hear the music in the background, but I definitely can, so that probably means you can too. So tonight, I thought we were going to get hit with that cliffhanger on Love Island, but we actually get all the way through the recouplings and the goodbyes, as well as hopped into a vote to pick our favorite couple. But first, I have a Love Island confession to make. Today was the first day that I realized that there is going to be a winning couple at the end of this, and they're going to get $100,000. I've been watching this whole season, and I had no clue. I had no idea. I didn't know that they were competing for 100 grand. That kind of changes everything. So, yeah, kind of my mind was blown a little bit by that. I was completely clueless. So, in case you didn't know either, somebody's going to walk away with 100 grand, and it's going to be whichever couple is the best. So, Justine and Caleb, congratulations on your future $100,000. I hope that it works out for you and helps you start your life together. All right, let's jump into tonight's episode. Just like yesterday, a lot of tonight's episode revolved around Carrington. And I really got the vibe that we were like watching Carrington with Bennett following behind him, like just trying to clean up Carrington's, like anything Carrington left behind. And it was starting to bother me a little bit, because it's like Bennett came in, said, "Oh, I got eyes for Kirsten," and he couples up with Kirsten. And then we see the competition where Carrington decided to kiss Lakin. And who does Bennett decide to kiss? Laurel. And now we have this recoupling where Carrington was wavering between Laurel and Lakin, and he ultimately decides to go with Laurel. And who swoops in to pick up Lakin? Bennett. So Bennett is just, I think for the rest of his life, just going to follow Carrington around, and whenever Carrington breaks up with someone, Bennett is going to be there to start dating them immediately. Maybe he can just be hired full-time as the Carrington's rebound guy, so anytime he breaks up or pisses off a woman, which could be many times in his life based on what we've seen during this show, Bennett will be there to help pick them back up and set them back on their feet again. So as I said, a lot of the drama revolving around Carrington and his decision whether he would go with Laurel or Lakin tonight. Honestly, I found myself sitting there tonight hoping for him to go with Lakin. I was a little surprised by that when the recoupling was going on, and really wanting him to pick Lakin. I was very surprised by that. I've been a pro-loyalty guy all season long, and tonight I really did feel like he made the wrong choice. So we have seen how things went down between Laurel and Carrington, and you know, they hit a road bump, and in this really condensed get to know someone as fast as humanly possible scenario, we see Laurel just decide to essentially not talk to Carrington for almost 2 days, in which that gives him time to go and get to know Lakin even more, to firmly establish his connection with Lakin even further. And I was sitting there thinking, Laurel, what are you doing? Like, if that's your man, go get your man. Like, don't just sit there and say, hey, I want what's best for you. I just want you to be happy. That was, when I heard Laurel say those words, I was thinking that she was defeated, that she wasn't going to, that she was just giving up on Carrington and it was over. So when he made that decision, and like you could tell during his speech that he was going to pick Laurel, and he honestly, he looked a little ashamed of himself while he was giving that speech. Didn't really want to make eye contact with either Laurel or Lakin. And then when he made his decision, it was almost like relief, not elation. And I think that speaks huge volumes for where that couple actually is at. Beyond that, the only real decision that was up in the air was Bennett. He had decent conversations with Kirsten, but they were very firmly in the friend zone. And I think that if Kirsten really wanted to stay, that she very could have easily just said to Bennett, hey, I'm open to exploring what's here. And I think just that would have been enough to keep her around for the remainder of the season. But ultimately, he ends up going with Lakin, as I mentioned earlier. And really, I just think that manages to bring even more drama to the house. So no more recouplings, no more people coming in. That is my understanding anyways. And we're now up, I think, going to narrow the couples down until we have our favorite. So yeah, I'm not sure how all of that's going to go down, but just based off of what I've watched so far, I'd have Lakin and Bennett as my 5th place couple, Laurel and Carrington as the 4th, Kelvin and Moira as the 3rd, Johnny and Selly in 2nd, Justine and Caleb as the number 1. Also, there's a vote open right now for who your favorite couple is. So go out there, let Love Island know that Justine and Caleb are your favorite. And if they're not your favorite, just don't go and vote. It's very simple. And that way we can assure that Justine and Caleb are the last couple standing at the end of this. I think that's it for everything I want to talk about tonight. If anybody's out there in the chat that wants to discuss anything, hit me up right now, or otherwise I'm going to draw this to a close. I've really been enjoying Love Island so far this year. My first experience of Love Island, I don't always know what's coming, what twists and turns are headed our way. There's lots of great things this season. And overall, really enjoyed the show a lot more than I was expecting to. All right, that is going to be it for tonight. As always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, we'll see you later.